For more than a decade, farmers in the state's southwest have been quietly working to establish a truffle industry. Their labour is bearing more fruit than they could have dreamed possible. The bumper harvest coincides with a sharp decline in production in France, famous for the subterranean delicacy. And it has some predicting that WA will become the new truffle capital of the world. Rachel Papazzoni reports.
Good boy.
They're ugly, they're smelly and they're dug up by dogs. But none of that matters. Chefs and food lovers the world over will pay handsomely for this simple underground mushroom. The going price for Manjimup's French black truffles is around $3,000 a kilogram.
It's such a fantastic product that everybody is impressed. Even in France, you know, where we are trying to find any reason to like them, we cannot find one, you know.
Number 13.
The first black truffle was produced in Manjimup in 2003. Production has more than trebled each year since. This season, the region is expected to produce about a tonne of truffles, worth around $3 million.
One truffle and it's 446 grams.
Truffles have been grown in France since about 500 BC. WA has just 11 years' experience, but industry insiders say it's catching up fast.
In 10 years from now, because we are planting so big space, you know, and thousands of trees, will make it, you know, that Western Australia will become the producer of truffle in the world.
Bucks, you find one? Slow down, come on.
Damon Borman is the head truffle hunter at WA's first truffery, a property at Manjimup with 13,000 truffle-friendly trees.
Okay, hang on, mate, hang on.
In 5 years, the harvest here has risen from less than 1 kilogram to 325 kilograms.
Not ready yet, little buddy. Not ready. Come on, let's go.
So far, this year's haul has already surpassed last year's entire harvest, and the truffle hunters are only halfway through a season expected to produce up to a tonne of truffles. Those truffles will be exported to markets in Asia, the United States, and even to France.
This is a nice size one. We've actually had a shipment from yesterday go out to France into Paris, which was really good, because they were all a bit sceptical a couple of years ago. Oh, can the Aussies do what the French do? And they've all now we've proven that we can. What do you want, mate?
In France, where most truffles are collected in the wild, urban sprawl, climate change and deforestation are having an impact. Production has fallen from 1,000 tonnes at the turn of last century to less than 12 tonnes last year.
It all depends on who you talk to, because it's very cloak and dagger over there, not as open as we are here in Manjimup. But yeah, their production levels are declining at a dramatic rate, and ours are obviously going up, so it's all good.
With French production in decline and export markets demanding more truffles than growers can supply, production in Manjimup is about to begin on an industrial scale. This newest truffery is much larger than previous plantations. About 30,000 trees have been sown here and another 7,000 are due to go in next year.
Truffle production 2 years ago, the total world production was just 20 tonnes. And when you appreciate that from 300 hectares we would expect to produce in excess of 20 tonnes a year, you can see the opportunity that exists for Manjimup.
Truffle expert Dr. Nick Malachek says Manjimup's climate provides the perfect environment for producing French black truffles en masse. It's those favourable conditions, along with years of research, that proved the doubters wrong when Dr. Malachek uncovered the first black truffle in Manjimup in 2003.
My faithful dog Guinness, who's now passed away and buried under the truffle tree that he found the first truffle. Oh, it was just wonderful. He sort of started digging and suddenly this truffle was popped out of the ground, 168 grammer. Perfect truffle, wonderful smell.
He says the whole town was excited by the find and the local hospital took an MRI scan of the truffle so a model could be made.
That's an average size truffle for us.
But as truffles become more readily available, there are concerns they may get a bad rap among consumers. With more and more chefs now cooking with the fungus, some fear they may not have the right skills to prepare them properly.
The best way to chop a truffle is not to use a knife. because the spores of the truffle, they are inside of a little bag. Okay, and if you cut through it, it's different than if you break them.
Alain Fabreg has been cooking with black truffles for decades.
It's a bit extravagant, you know, but really, truffle is about extravagance and it's about decadence, so why not, huh?
He says it's all about balancing the truffle with other flavours.
You see, we have some fennel, and there is some snow peas, and there is some celeriac, and some apple, and some basilic, and some parsley. If you want a real experience with truffle, you must be generous.
It's quite a strong flavour, isn't it?
It's earthy, it's woody, sometimes a bit of musk, you know.
With word spreading fast, Mr Fabreg is confident more and more chefs will catch on in Australia and around the world. And as they do, he believes WA's black gold will cement its place as one of the state's most precious and unique resources.
This is going to put Western Australia on the map, you know, much more than wine did or even our mining does. And it's so new. I mean, the world is always after something new, something who is going to spur the imagination. This is it.